Hello and welcome to a recap of the Dreamhack Summer 2013 Grand Finals between the Alliance and Quantic Gaming. Before I continue, I would like to ask you to leave any comments and suggestions that you have below, and also don't forget to subscribe. A solid draft from both teams as Quantic goes for the support Gyrocopter and Lich, and they seem to know what they want as they don't use any of their bonus time until the last ban and pick, while Alliance at that time only had 1 second left in their bonus time. Quantic starts off with 2 dual lanes while playing on the dire side. The top lane holds a Darkseer by Shoxka and Lich by fucking Mad. Puck sits in the mid, played by Funzy. While on the bot lane, Lifestealer, played by Silent, is supported by Gyrocopter, played by Goblak. And on the Radiant side, Alliance has Nature's Prophet, played by Admiral Bulldog on the safe lane. S4 runs the mid lane Batrider and is winning his lane on last hits, while the aggressive tri-lane top, with Anti-Mage by Loda, Keeper of the Light by Aki, and Shadow Demon by EGM tries to go for a very early dive. They look to find fucking Mad's Lich, but Goblak TP's in from the bot lane with his Gyro, and Quantic ends up taking the first blood by killing EGM's Shadow Demon. After this, the lanes get shuffled around. Loda goes to the bottom lane to farm with the help of EGM, and Goblak stays top against a solo Aki. The experience-denying fucking Mad follows Loda onto the bottom lane. Just 5.5 minutes into the game, an Alliance initiates on fucking Mad on the bottom lane. And while the Silence Lifestealer had a chance to get away, he risks his life for a kill on Loda but ends up giving EGM a double kill, and Loda gets away. And with that creates space for Loda's Anti-Mage. The score stays 5-3 in favor of Alliance for about 5 minutes, in which Loda gets a lot of space to farm. The next fight starts with EGM Shadow Demon showing that he is level 6 to fucking Mad Lich. Alliance end up getting an easy kill on him, but Quantic looks for revenge.
The orb for Fuzzy, and I heard a Mana Boy trying to be attempted. Loda tried to cast it twice, there's a blinding light, and Loda jumps on Fuzzy, gets the silence up, and Fuzzy will be cleaned up. Now the cooldown's going to connect, Arcade's in trouble. He's going to end up dropping as well. Loda using the Mana Boy, and it jumps inside of the Sprout. Goblak down to half health, being blocked by the Treants! The army of Treants won't let him by! He's trying to get away, but no! Admiral Bulldog!
In the end, Alliance lose their 2 supports in return for getting the entire team of Quantic. The kill that S4 picks up allows him to buy a Blink Dagger, which he uses later on to kill off Silent. After this, Alliance is in control, and even though Quantic does trade kills, they get nothing in return for the kills that they managed to get, while Alliance gets more and more dominance over the map. Quantic tried to go for Roshan a few times but never managed to get him. They keep trading control for their attempts, and that allows Loda to farm up an 18-minute Battle Fury, a 20-minute Yasha, which turned into a 23-minute Manta style. There is no stopping Alliance at this point, and Quantic taps out at 29 minutes, with Alliance having a 23k gold and 25k experience lead at that point. The kill score ends at 28-16 in favor of Alliance, and we're heading ourselves to a game number 2. The second game brings us a draft that both teams seem to be happy with. No surprise picks from these teams, and also the lanes are fairly straightforward. Quantic is single target heavy with an emphasis on ganking, with armor buffs from the Train Protector and the Lich, while Alliance is very mobile with the Keeper of the Light's Recall and Lifestealer's Infest. Alliance picked up a Disruptor as a way of shutting down the gank potential of Quantic's Batrider and Bane. For Quantic, Goblak will play Train Protector in the Radiant jungle. He will be helping the bottom lane where Silent is free farming on the Weaver. Bane is played by fucking Mad and is mostly found in between the middle and the bottom lane, while he is stacking for Funzy, who is playing the Batrider in the middle lane. Shoxka is playing Lich on the solo top lane against Loda's Gyrocopter, who is supported by EGM's Disruptor. S4 is in the middle lane on the Templar Assassin. Admiral Bulldog on his Lifestealer, and Aki on the Keeper of the Light are jungling and stacking together, and so Alliance leaves the bottom lane completely open. After Alliance almost gets first blood on the top lane on the Lich, it is actually Quantic that ends up killing S4 on the middle lane when Bane comes out to help Funzy's Batrider. On the bottom lane, Silent's Weaver tries to push a tower, forcing Aki to rotate, but Silent is able to solo kill him because living armor allowed him to dive. After this, Silent instantly rotates top, to help kill off Loda and EGM, where he ends up getting a double kill at the cost of Lich, who assisted. At this moment, Alliance is behind on all 3 lanes and has trouble finding places that are safe to get some farm to get back into the game. Quantic keeps rotating and ganking with Funzy and fucking Mad, and Loda ends up dying 3 times in a row on the top lane within just a few minutes. Bulldog is the one that gets the most farm on Alliance, but can't make it work on his own. By 18 minutes in, Quantic is laying down even more pressure and starts the 5-man. They find a fight, which they take very convincingly, 3 deaths on Alliance, while Quantic loses none. After that fight, they take Roshan and start making their way towards the tier 2 middle. Alliance does not fight, but during the rotation from Quantic to the top lane after taking the tier 2 middle, Alliance find themselves caught out as S4 and Loda end up dying in their jungle. After Quantic continues to dominate, they at about 27 minutes decide to push in top, where the following thing happened.
Our stat man giving us the tidbits of information, like the boss that he is. There's the lasso, they're going to be able to grab EGM, he's pulled back, Meld on silent. Not enough. There's no way to follow it. Admiral Bulldog's actually caught with the Fiend's grip, he's going to be flame broke all the way back, meching through the damage. The call down will connect, but just really dinging off of them. There's going to be the Lich ulti, going to get a couple of good bounces. And Loda trying to make a run for his own tier 3 and mid, not going to make it as Silent adds another kill to his total. Admiral Bulldog and Feeble trying to do what damage he can, and Silent's just completely taking this team apart. That's an ultra kill. It's going to be, perhaps, could it be a rampage?
Quantic takes game 2 and we move on to a game number 3. The coin toss awarded Alliance first pick, who decide to ban out the OD and the Train Protector and lock in the IO. The IO will be played by EGM on the Dire top lane while he is supporting Loda on his Alchemist. Aki will be on his Chen in the jungle, while S4 will play the puck in the solo mid role. This leaves Nature's Prophet played by Admiral Bulldog on the bottom lane. Bulldog is losing heavily on last hit's bottom to Soxcast Batrider, who is solo as well. In the middle for Quantic there is a Warlock played by Funzy, who is also getting ahead of his opponent S4 in terms of last hits. At top lane, Quantic run the aggressive trialing with Goblek on the Undying, fucking Mad on the Shadow Demon and Silent on the Gyrocopter. Despite being in an aggressive trial lane, it is Alliance who ends up taking first blood at 2 minutes by killing Silent, after which fucking Mad quickly falls also. Only just a minute later, Alliance goes in again and Silent and fucking Mad die again on their Gyrocopter and Shadow Demon respectively. Only just a minute later, Alliance goes in again and Silent and fucking Mad die again on their Gyrocopter and Shadow Demon respectively. When Alliance try to go again, Funzy on his Warlock TP's in and wants to drop his ultimate. He gets constantly interrupted by tethers, stuns and dream coils and ends up dying before he can cast it. The score is now 0-8. Quantic knows something has to be done and starts 5-man pushing top. Alliance at that time have rotated mid and have started to push down the tier 1 middle with 3 people, while on the tier 1 bottom, Admiral Bulldog is pressuring since he is now alone on the lane. On Alliance side, the tier 1 and tier 2 on the top lane drop, while Alliance themselves manage to take out the tier 1 middle, tier 1 bottom and the tier 2 bottom as well. Quantic wants to fight, and they drop their Warlock ultimate in the mid lane, but Alliance don't reply to the aggression and are also able to preserve their tier 1 tower middle. When Alliance start pushing on the tier 1 top lane, Quantic replies and fights back.
Loda ready to fight as well. There's the Batrider going to lasso Loda back, bringing him back under. This will be a key kill for them. Call down's going to be there as well, but the coil! The coil got damn near everyone. They're going to re-engage off of it. And Alliance cleans up 3. They're not done. Still going to work. Funzy denies the tower, but loses his life. That's full 5. All 5 are gone. Only 2 towers still stand and 1 not standing for long.
Alliance take the tier 2 tower after that as well, and the score is now 0-13. Alliance farms around a bit more and ends up taking Roshan at just over 15 minutes into the game. Alliance then move towards middle, take out Funzy and fucking Mad, and take the tier 2 tower. When initiating on Quantic, they drop the rock.
Cirque, they drop the rock. Maybe this is a chance to finally get a kill. S4, Bulldog, EGM all have to withdraw. And Bulldog just going to TP away in their face. S4 trying to jaunt. Jaunts away from the auto attack. Gets the silence off. Here's Loda. Now it's going to go back to work on Solskjaer. And the Golem chasing him down. They still haven't lost anyone. Gyro's bought back. He's going to be cleaned up again. Still no one has died. Are you kidding me? It's a perfect game. The perfect, spotless, pristine performance. Alliance hangs a goose egg on the opposition in the grand finals of a Dreamhack. I have never seen anything like this. Don't know that we ever will again.
Alliance win a convincing, flawless victory in Dreamhack Summer 2013 and make the Swedish crowd proud once again.